Hello. Today I am going to make a video about the um icy stars and the flying reverse little dispute. 'Cause it's a pretty big thing going on. Um, and I think it's pretty interesting 'cause it's kind of questioning how good a person Ronnie Radke is. So I thought it'd be pretty cool to discuss. Before I talk more about this topic, I would like to say, rip Mitch Lucker. Rest in peace, dude. He died like 2 days ago, so I just want to say rest in peace, dude. I'm actually wearing my Suicide Silence shirt right now under my jacket. Um, yeah, I just want to say that because I love Suicide Silence, and they were great. So I just want to say that. So about the IC Stars and Flyingverse dilemma, or I'm not sure if you wanted to call it dilemma, or something. I'm not sure what dilemma means. Fuck. But I'm just gonna like say some background history about this because some people may or may not know about what happened, but I shall tell you more about it. Right now I'm searching up some stuff about some facts. I forgot to look it up, so I could read you some stuff. But so what happened is that on the Thug Is Me, the Thug and Me Is You tour held by Flyingverse. Flyingverse had Icy Stars as one of the headlining bands, and before this tour, Icy Stars got arrested for drug drug having drugs. I forgot the word, like for owning something. I can't think right now. I'm sorry. But they got arrested for owning for having possession of marijuana and drug possession. That was trying to say. They had marijuana and they got Ronnie wanted them off the tour because, as we all know, Ronnie is drug free and he stopped doing drugs, and he didn't want drug users in his environment. And IC Stars, they got bailed, so they could have gone on the tour. And what they said, like this was before the tour was about to start, so they IC Stars already had like their names on the advertisements and stuff like that. So they wanted to, and like a lot of their fans were gonna come out to see them, and it would suck because their fans wouldn't get to see them. So they said, you know what, we'll we'll play for free. All the money that will usually go to us will go to you. So Ronnie decided to let IC Stars back in the tour, but Ronnie had them sign papers saying all the money that goes to that would go to IC Stars will now go to Falling Reverse instead. So Falling Reverse makes like double the amount on this tour, which is pretty good. I think opening acts make less than main acts. I'm pretty sure about that. So they made a bit more than they would usually do. And in the papers IC Stars signed, they could not tell the venue and they could not tell any fans, so this was remained completely secret. And Ronnie had this put in supposedly because uh it will make him look bad. And I just want to add this in right now. I'm a fan of both bands. I saw Falling Verse live. I've seen IC Stars live too. I've seen them live twice actually. I've seen IC Stars live twice, and I've seen Falling Verse live once. Um, but I just want to throw that in there because I kind of want to say I don't want to pick one band over the other because I don't want to insult anybody. So yeah, continuing on, uh they don't Ronnie supposedly Ronnie didn't want him looking bad, so he didn't have anyone tell anybody about it. So that's that. Um and later on in the tour, supposedly Ronnie physically attacked one of the members of IC Stars, and um so he had physically attacked one of them and insulted them, and the Flying Reverse tour manager actually got into a physical fight in with the IC Stars tour manager, and eventually Ronnie kicked them off the tour when they were about to play in their hometown Dallas. So they're kicked out. He kicked out Icy Stars when they were about to play in Dallas. So that's the story of it. Now I'm gonna put in some facts in now. So right now on Facebook, there's only been one post by Ronnie about this, and there's been two posts about Icy Stars about this. So I'm just gonna read parts of each one to let you know. If you haven't seen it already, you can go check each band's Facebook page. I'm gonna start out with Flying Reverses because that's the one I saw first. Personally, when I first read this, I was like, "Oh man, Icy Stars, they must be assholes." That's what I thought. But then I read Icy Stars, and I'm like, "Oh well, maybe these guys are right." So I don't know who's right. Either one could be lying. You never know. So yeah, I'm not gonna read the whole entire thing. If you want to read the whole entire thing, just go on their Facebook page. I'll just read parts of it, just to summarize it. So this is what he said. Icy Stars is no longer on the tour. We have offered them several months back, and we sent them the offer, but the entire band was arrested for drug possession. If you've been following my story, if you're wondering who Mai is, that's Ronnie. Ronnie is writing this. If you've been following my story, you know that I'm very serious about drugs. I decided to remove them from the tour, and because I don't want drug users in my environment. After we informed them that they would no longer be on the tour, their label approached us and asked us to give them a second chance. They assured us that the band would not use drugs and they would be professional on the tour. They came to agreement and they gave them a second chance, but Ronnie said that throughout the entire tour, IC Stars have been unprofessional. They really show up on time and have caused difficulty to the live shows. He says, I feel at this point we have no choice but to let them go, and we just want to deliver you the best show possible, and we can't do that with IC Stars. So that's basically what Ronnie said about that. And I shall now read IC Stars. IC Stars let out two of them. I'll read the first one they posted out. We have been kicked off the Following Verse tour by Ronnie. It has nothing to do with drugs or being late. His statements are entirely false. An official statement from Sumerian Records, which is the label for IC Stars, showing the truth why we are getting removed. All emails and contracts have been documented and will be shown publicly in the response to Ronnie's posts. You will find out what exactly happened, and it will be disgusted to say the least. We promise you that us getting ejected today has absolutely nothing to do with drug use on the tour being late. So they're saying that they did no drugs on the tour. It has everything to do with Ronnie's antagonist, violent behavior toward us, his ego, his malicious intent, his financial greed, and his demands of no one being allowed to know the truth behind the scenes of the tour. So what they're saying is that Ronnie has lied about everything and that he's not the angel that everyone thinks he is. If you know Ronnie's story, he was in a band called Escape the Fate before he went to prison in like 2005, I think it was, and he got arrested for this huge like gang war thingy majig. It's a huge ass story, and uh, and at the time he was doing a lot of drugs, and supposedly when he got out of prison, he just doesn't do drugs, and I believe he doesn't do drugs, but back then, before he went to prison, everyone said he was an asshole. He didn't treat his fans with respect. He would have the fans would have to pay him for an autograph or a picture with him, which is pretty sucky ass thing to do. Because if I were famous and I were touring the world and everyone would listen to my music, I would sign things for free. I would kiss for free. I would hug for free. Everything. So he was a complete asshole supposedly before he got arrested, and after he got arrested, and when he got out of jail, supposedly he is this angel, and he doesn't do drugs, and he's not an asshole anymore, and he's like a cool guy and all. And what I think, in my opinion, I don't want to insult anybody, but what I believe is that he is still kind of an asshole deep inside. I kind of said that I don't want to choose one side or the other, but I'm kind of agreeing with Icy Stars that he is a bit of an asshole, and I have reason because if you there's this interview by Brian Stars. He's a very popular interviewer. I'm pretty sure some of you have heard of him. In his first interview with Ronnie Radke, during the interview, it was like behind stage, and there was this fence, and there was this tree, and some of Ronnie's fans climbed in the tree, like, Ronnie, man, you fucking rock! They were all yelling at him, like, you're awesome. And Ronnie starts laughing, and he goes, yeah, yeah, I love you too. And Brian, the interviewer, he said, "How do you feel about that? How do you feel how people are treating you?" And Ronnie says, "Oh, I actually hate them." And he goes, "Oh no, I mean, I love them. I'm just kidding." When he said, "I actually hate them," I think he actually meant it. Because why else would you say that? Like, who would hate their fans besides someone who hates their fans, actually? But I think that he actually meant that. And then he starts saying, like, he's like he started saying this stuff to cover up what he said. And if you don't believe me, go check out the interview. It's called Brian Stars Fallen Reverse interview. Ronnie Radke. Friends are calling me on Skype, motherfuckers. I should probably actually go offline. Shit. Oh well. If they call me again, I'll just decline again. Sorry if that was loud. So but what I see Stars is saying that Ronnie has been trying to keep everything like a secret, and they wanted to keep it a secret. That Ronnie wanted to keep it a secret, and that he's actually a pretty bad guy. And I don't think he's completely a bad guy, and they're saying that he's like motivated by money, and all he wants is money. And I do believe that he's still a bit of an asshole. I do believe he's drug free. But I think he's still a bit of an asshole inside. So I'm now going to read the second post Icy Stars did. Here's the truth. Months ago, before the Thug and Me Is You tour started, cops found marijuana in our van and we were arrested. As a result, Ronnie said we were kicked off the upcoming tour. All the shows on the tour were already on sale with our name being advertised, so we didn't think it was fair for the fans. Uh, so we didn't think it was fair to the fans or to ourselves to not be able to play where people were expecting us. So we offered Ronnie to play the shows for free, and he could keep our pay every night off the entire tour as long as we could still keep our commitment to our fans, who are the people who let us be, popular and an awesome band. Ronnie said okay and allowed us back on the tour, but we have to sign paperwork saying we would not tell anyone about this. And the venues and fans were both not allowed to know about the truth because Ronnie knew it would make him look really bad to the world. The fact that money changed Ronnie's mind about taking us off the tour just goes to show his lack of integrity. If he was really concerned or fundamentally against that we were caught with a little weed, then the extra cash in his pocket wouldn't have changed his decision. There is like 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 5, 6 more paragraphs, and I'm not gonna read them all. So, because they're basically just saying more about it. Like I kind of just said basically everything that I had to say. Um, so if you want to check it out, it's on Icy Stars' Facebook page. Um, there's actually another post in Sumerian Records, who are, like I said, the label for Icy Stars. They actually posted something too. It's in the same post as the Icy Stars one. So if you want to check that out, you can. So that's the fight between Icy Stars and Flying Reverse. Um, I like I'm not sure how I feel. I know I kind of know how I feel. I do kind of believe that Ronnie kind of is out for money only. But and he's only out for money, and but I still think he's drug free and stuff like that. And I do believe IC Stars is telling the truth, and Ronnie was kind of lying about that because Ronnie hasn't posted anything to defend himself yet. So yeah, so I that's what I think. Tell me what you guys think. And yeah, so thanks for watching, guys. See ya.